How's it going, guys? And this is my 2014 F-150, and I literally have had zero problems with this truck. It's got about just over 100,000 miles. I think it's about 102,000 miles at this point, and we're going to be replacing the Blend Door Actuator on this, and it's right back here behind the screen on this side. At least I think that's a problem. The AC does not go from, or the AC and the heat it doesn't change. So if I put on full heat, it still blows cold. I don't know if it's quite blowing AC, but it's definitely not hot. And it's about 20 degrees outside and approaching winter, so definitely want to get this taken care of. As far as I can tell, I just need an 8 and a 9mm socket and some pry tools for the interior pieces. So first thing I'm going to do is undo this glove box, which just does just if you push in on both sides, it drops like so. And then there are 3 bolts that hold the airbag, and we need to get that loosened up. And then we'll work on this side trim piece for the AC vent. Alright, so we got the airbag pulled out, and there was one bolt that we loosened up here. We used the pry tool to loosen this guy up and get the bolt that was back there. And also we had to undo this panel right here, which is right there on the floor. This guy right there. And then now we're going to work on the other side. Alright, so I took off this bottom panel here, and then I had to take off this panel inside here. There's 2 bolts at the top, and then it kind of has some pins here to get this this side air vent loosened up. And then also undid the bolts up here, and then we'll work on the screen portion. Alright, so we took this piece out of the bottom here like so, and there was 2 bolts down here, and then now this whole assembly should pop right out, and there's gonna be a connector connected at the bottom. So we'll go ahead and pull this out and work on the screen next. Alright, so we got that HVAC panel off, and now we have the screen remaining, and we got 2 bolts on each side, and we'll get those off and then remove the screen. So we got the screen out, and here's the part. It's actually back there. There's the bolt, and there's one in the front and then one in the back that holds it. But we're actually going to take the CD player out because we need to undo this bracket here to get more room to get back there. Alright, so I got the old one on the left here and then a new one on the right, and that is where it sits, right there. It was a little difficult. It wasn't too bad. We had to kind of put one hand in through the glove box and the other one up and around the back behind it, because it kind of sits like that, and that back bolt is a little bit hard to get to. But yep, so we'll put the new one in and then see if it works. Alright, so I got the new one in there. A little bit of light so you can see it. Got the connector plug back in, got the bolt in the front and the back. And then we're just going to repeat all the steps backwards, putting the CD changer back in, and then the screen, and then we'll kind of bolt and tighten everything back up, and hopefully it works. I hope it works, because this is wasn't too bad, but I just hate tearing apart interior on a car or truck that hasn't had the interior torn apart before, and just hope it's worth it. Alright, I got the new one in. It is right there. I put the old one in and thought I had it, and I stupidly did that. But yeah, so we'll put everything else back together, and hopefully it works. Alright, so we got this far. I only managed to drop and lose 1 socket and 1 screw, but I got them both back, and I had to take the screen back off because I forgot to put a support bracket on the back. But other than that, it's going pretty smooth. Alright guys, so it's all put back together, and we have hot air, also known as heat, which is great because winter is here. But yeah, that's what it looks like all put back together. So it actually was the Blend Door Actuator. Alright, well, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one.